Okay, so hi, hello, welcome back to another Creepypasta story video. Today we are going to be reading Eyeless Jack. But before we get into it, I do want to say a few things. First off, this video is a one take, so if you hear me stumble, mumble, fumble, and mess up my words, and sometimes reread stuff, or I'd say like rail, but I say whale, my bad. And second thing, please consider using code GOONS if you're interested in an energy drink brand that has really good flavors. Check out gamersubs.gg. You can use code GOONS at checkout. On there you get 10% off of all of the wonderful flavors, and the money will go towards the Goons group. I'm not sponsored by GamerSubs, but if I keep shelling out the stuff, hopefully they'll give me some money. So yeah, outside that, let's get into it. This is Eyeless Jack, written by Azel 5000, aka Thunder and or Joey. So, let's get into it. Hello, my name is Mitch, and I'm here to tell you guys about an experience that I had. I don't know if it was paranormal or whatever stupid words people use to describe supernatural phenomena, but after that thing visited me, I believe in that paranormal trash now. A week after I moved in with my brother, Edwin, after my house was foreclosed, I finished unpacking. Edwin liked the idea of me moving in, since we had not seen each other for 10 years, so I was excited, too. I soon fell asleep after I moved in, and after the first week, I heard a rustling noise coming from outside at about 1 in the morning. I thought it was a raccoon, so I just ignored it, and I tried to fall back asleep. The next morning, I told Edwin about it, and he agreed. The next night, however, I thought I heard my window opening and a loud thump, as if something entered my room. I darted up and looked around my room, but I saw nothing. The next morning, Edwin dropped his coffee cup when he saw me. He held up a mirror, and I saw myself. I had a large gash in my left cheek. After that, I was rushed to the hospital. My doctor told me that I must have been sleepwalking, but then he showed me something that made my blood turn cold. He lifted up my shirt to reveal a sewn-up incision where my kidneys were. I stared into his eyes, mine widening. "You somehow lost your left kidney last night," my doctor told me. "We don't know how, though. Sorry, Mitch." The next night was my breaking point. Around midnight, I woke up to see a truly horrifying sight. I was staring face to face with a creature with a black hoodie and a dark blue mask with no nose or mouth, staring down at me. The thing that scared me the most was that it had no eyes, just empty, black sockets. The creature also had some black substance dripping from its sockets. I grabbed the camera from a nearby mantle and took a picture. Immediately after taking the shot, the creature lunged at me and tried to claw open my chest to get to my lungs. I stopped it by kicking it in the face. As I ran out of my room, I grabbed my wallet. I will need the money. I ran out of my brother's house into the night. I eventually ended up in the woods near Edwin's house, and I tripped on a rock. I fell unconscious and woke up in the hospital. My doctor, who was the same one who treated me before, entered the room. "I have some good news and bad news, Mitch," my doctor started. "The good news is that you had minor injuries and your parents are going to pick you up." I sighed with relief. "The bad news is that your brother has been killed by something. I'm sorry." My parents took me back to Edwin's house to collect my remaining belongings, which I did. Upon entering my room, I was scared, but I remained calmed. I grabbed the camera and then stopped dead in my tracks. In the hallway leading to my room, I saw Edwin's body, and something small lying next to it. I retrieved it and entered my parents' car, not mentioning Edwin's corpse. I looked at the thing that I had picked up and nearly vomited. I was holding my stolen, half-eaten kidney with some black substance on it. Okay, so that was the Eyeless Jack creepypasta. And, I also kind of want to read you kind of like this little excerpt from creepypasta.com, so let's get into it. You wake up alone in your room, disturbed by some noise close to your bed. At first, when you open your eyes, all you see is darkness and black. You stare straight up and listen, straining your ears to pick up the faintest and smallest of sounds. The sounds on the edge of hearing, the sounds of the noise being withheld, of something deliberately trying to be silent, to stalk and to hunt. Your eyes begin to adjust, and you still only see darkness, but now, with terror, you begin to realize that it is not the darkness of the room, but the empty and dark void staring out from the hollow eye sockets of the thing leaning over your bed. Okay, so I kind of messed up. It's actually but the dark, empty void staring out from the hollow eye sockets of the thing leaning over your bed. I messed up. My brain swapped them. My bad. But this is one take, so we're moving on. But yeah, Eyeless Jack is one of the most notorious mainstream creepypasta villains. He is portrayed as a humanoid entity who removes the organs of his victims and eats them. The character is like a moniker from the fact that he appears in a hoodie, wearing a blue mask, open at the eye sockets, which, though they are leaking a black fluid. His eyes are entirely empty, and in a fan-made variant of the original creepypasta story, he is found standing at the foot of the bed or leaning over his sleeping victim. And you guys will probably see the little like thumbnail is going to be Eyeless Jack. Like that's the image I'm assuming, because in most of his depictions he does wear the blue mask and the hoodie, which honestly I didn't know he even wore a hoodie. I thought it was just like his, skin, and like honestly I didn't know that was a mask. I thought it was just like his face, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I actually really liked the creepypasta though. But yeah, the famous image was made by two people on DeviantArt, Nick TZ408 and Pirate Kashu. It was posted on 4chan saying, calling him Anon. And then there was just like a bunch of collection of creepy images that were taken from video games that claimed to found on 4chan. So yeah, Eyeless Jack was, one of the original creepypastas, and I actually liked the story. R.I.P. Edwin, though, he did not deserve to die. But yeah, that's my first time actually reading Eyeless Jack. Yet again, this was written by Azelf5000, aka Thunder and/or Joey. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed me reading you all Eyeless Jack. I feel like my stories are kind of like the Weenie Hut Jr. of like horror stories, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and or subscribe, or consider subscribing. I do have a playlist of all the creepypastas I read, starting from Jeff the Killer to Abandoned by Disney, and all that lovely stuff. I'll keep you guys here for a little bit longer, but you guys can check the description. I do have my links down below, and you'll find gamer subs down there. So go check them out and use code GOONS if you find something interesting that you want. And yeah, you can find my links down below. 2 Twitters, one for safe for work art, one for not safe for work, and all of that lovely stuff. And you can find my Instagram. And I think I also have a couple other things, but it is what it is. But yeah, I don't want to keep you guys here for any longer, so I'm going to end this here. I do want to say thank you so much for clicking on the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.